Hey, it's Joe. This is video number 5 of the deal structures, the zero-down deal structures. And this is the 5th zero-down structure that we use in the hierarchy. It's called assignable cash deals. And it's also known as wholesaling, basically where you go out and find a property that's substantially under market value. You get it under a purchase agreement for cash. And then you turn around and find somebody to buy it from you for a little bit more money. You take the profit and you take the seller, or you take the buyer, and they pay off what's owed on that property. So let's take an example here. Let's say you've got a property that's worth $100,000 and the guy wants $50,000. You get a purchase agreement with him for $50,000. You add $5,000 to the price. Now it's $55,000. Somebody comes in, gives you the $5,000. They give $50,000 to the seller. They get in for $55,000. They put in maybe $10,000 to fix it up. Now it's worth $100,000. They've just made $35,000 on their deal. So it's a good deal for another investor. It pays off the person who sells it, and you make a profit in the deal as well. That's wholesaling. There's 2 ways that you make money as an investor. One is you buy properties at or below market value, but you buy it on terms. You don't have any money coming out of your pocket. 2, you buy properties substantially under market value, and you can do it for cash. Ideally, you want to do both of those things. You want to get it under market value, and you want to get it on terms, or you want those terms to be as attractive as possible, with as small an interest rate as possible. So you can do that both ways. A lot of times when we're buying less expensive deals that we're flipping, if you can get them on terms, let's say you have a $50,000 property that's worth $100, you can ask that guy, well, let me buy it on terms. If you know it needs some fix-up, let's say it needs $10,000 worth of fix-up, you get it on $50,000 with a 6-month land contract. Then you can go out and find somebody to give you $10,000. All they have to do is take over the land contract, and they have to pay it off in 6 months. But they're going to fix it up and sell it in that 6-month period anyway. So they can do it with having only $10,000 that they're paying to you, plus another $10,000 to fix it up, and then their cost to sell it. And they can, get in and out with and make a quick $30,000 on a deal like that. As long as you look at these deals and decide, hey, that makes sense for an investor, I can see how that would be profitable for an investor. And the less money that they have to come out of pocket, that means the higher return on their money. So you always want to find better ways for them to do it. So on an assignable cash deal, if you can make that cash that they have to come up with smaller and smaller and smaller, it's more and more likely that you'll get it sold. And if you're dealing with cheaper properties, those are easier to sell than more expensive properties. There's a lot more people out there that have $20,000 or $50,000 than have $100,000 or $200,000 or $500,000. There are still deals, if you found something for $500,000 that's worth realistically $1 million, the likelihood that you could probably sell that is still high as well. And you can make a good profit on things like that. But it's going to be easier for you to sell a $50,000 property that's worth $100,000. And when you talk about substantially under market value, it has to be substantial. It can't be 10% under market value, 20% under market value. And the cheaper the property is, the more of a percentage that it has to be under market value, because it's a smaller number. The higher that you get, the less of that percentage has to be. So it's going to be anywhere from 30 to 50% under market value before you're likely to be able to sell it on a cash assignable deal. Anyway, so that's assignable deals. On the next video, I'm gonna wrap up the explanation of these structures and talk about the zero-down hierarchy and how all these structures fit together in the hierarchy. All right, thanks a lot.